Hello, welcome in. We have Mr. Phylzzz. How you doing, sir?
I'm pretty good. How are you guys?
There you go.
I feel like I'm having a stroke right now.
Okay, yep, leave it in.
Maybe.
Bacon cream pies in your mom's eyes. Bacon cream pies all the time.
Nobody's seen my shoe.
I hate tomatoes, but I love ketchup.
Can't find it. I'm looking
That's just
everywhere.
a thing, and it's not even true.
Please, I have to drive
When I
home.
think about you, and I have to say
Have an
it
edible
was
earlier.
hard to leave you
I think I'm
alone.
gonna shit my pants.
Please, God, help me leave you alone.
So what's up, guys? How y'all?
Oh, man, very excited. I gotta say,
Yeah?
it's been wild to see you without like the drawn-on tie and everything.
Yeah, it's weird not wearing it every single day.
Dude, how long was that tour with the Melvins? It looked like y'all did it for like 2 years.
Yeah, it felt like 2 years.
shit.
No, that tour was 44 shows and
Jesus.
in the span of like 50 something days. Yeah.
That's insane.
Which for the Melvins is one of their shorter runs because they normally
shit.
do anywhere to 70 to 80. I think Buzz was telling me he tries to aim for like 100 shows at a time, like consecutively together. So yeah, it was his short. He was like, "This is a short run for me." I was like, "Okay."
Dude, holy shit. Could you imagine
Yeah.
doing almost 40 years of that?
Yeah, and I mean, 40 years. And from what Buzz was talking to me about was like they, when they started, they had some tours that failed, or one tour I think that was pretty bad. And then once they figured out like, oh, we can make money from this, they like never worked again. That's all they did.
Fuck.
Those guys don't like. I'm pretty sure now, but they don't use like GPS. They'll just tell you the street.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even joking. They'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, you'll take I-40, you'll follow that till you'll see I-24, follow that straight up. It should be this exit. Like, that's how in tuned they are to the US. It is bonkers.
yeah,
Dude,
that's wild.
Like, I won't go to the grocery store without turning on the GPS because I'm afraid I'm going to get lost. Like, I can't imagine. Like when we drove, because we're from Chicago. So we drove from Chicago to LA to start. And that was about a 3-day drive. And when I was talking to Buzz about it, he was like, yeah, we're going to start in LA. Is that cool? And I was like, yeah, I don't care. And then he was even telling me, he was like, well, you should take this route. You don't want to take this route. It'll say it's shorter, but you really want to take this route because it actually makes more sense. There's more exits. If you're, God forbid, your van breaks down, you can get service, stuff like that. And he wasn't wrong. Like he was completely right. So
Yeah, I got a question for
Road
you.
Kings. Go for
What
it.
about that Chicago pizza? Is it garbage?
It's shit. I don't understand the hype behind it. A deep dish pizza is disgusting. You have
it's the worst. What's up with the sauce on the fucking top of it though?
I have no idea. I also, if I'm going to eat pizza, I'm going to eat Nancy's, which is like classic New York style pizza. I'm not into that bullshit. It's just like a loaf of bread with sauce on top. Like I don't, shit's gross. Like I don't like that. Where are you guys? Where are you guys based out of?
Oklahoma City.
Okay, sick.
Yeah. So yeah, we saw your show over here at the Beer City Musical.
Oh shit.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that's why we hit you up.
Yeah.
How was that show?
Oh, it was sick, man. I fuck with the persona a lot. It was fucking sick.
Thank you. That's like that's from years of working in a comedy club and being around comics and like wishing to God I could be a comic. That's like 90% of what it was. Like
You
stealing from them.
You a Tom Green fan?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Because I kind of caught a little bit of vibes out of that, maybe.
The oddity of it, the very
Love
the
it.
unsure. I tell everybody it's like a very unconfident salesman. That's like a very bad Bible salesman. Like just not good at the job. Didn't read the book, but
Yeah.
has a lot of them.
And then you mix in like that theatric merciful fate thing with the shrill stuff, man. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. That was a fun ass show. Like that was a venue that that's a newer venue, and Buzz was telling me that they played it once, I believe once, And he was like, yeah, it's so good. I immediately added it to our roster of like a place that they play religiously. And it was great. That venue was awesome. That show was sick. Everybody was cool.
Here's another question. Like bands at their shows and they're like, oh yeah, this is a great show. You guys are a phenomenal crowd or whatever. Is that just like horseshit most of the time? Or it's you actually are saying like that genuinely?
I say it genuinely. Like if it's a dog shit show, I'm not saying it. I shoot from the hip a lot of the times on stage, but if it's a dog shit show, it's a dog shit show.
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example. For me, one that felt like dog shit was Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it just felt like dog shit. And I even ended the set early because I was like, I'm doing a disservice to this entire show. Like it was just clusterfucky and it was just shit out of my control that I was just like, man, I'm doing a disservice. And that's one of the very few times where I was just like, yeah, I looked over at Danny and Cody and Atsuo were on stage and I kind of looked at all of them and I was like, we're killing it. We're done. Like it wasn't even really the crowd. It was just like the environment. And it was like everything was off. Like everything that could go wrong was just going wrong. Tick by tick by tick. Guitars were out of tune. The monitor was a mix. I have epilepsy, so I can't do strobes. And there was like, the lights, the disco ball had like a strobe light on it and it was spinning like 1,000,000 miles an hour. And I was watching the light people like slam their hands like to try to turn everything off. And I was just like, this is fucking, dude. We got through the set, but I was just like, have a good night.
That's tough, man.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. We used to play in a couple of shows out in Southeast. We lived in Georgia for a while, did some kind of shitty mathcore, metalcore kind of stuff,
That's sick.
And we
what was
did
it called?
Volusia, with a V,
Volusia.
like VOLUSIA. That's
yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, we just dropped an old song that we recorded like 2 years ago, but finally we got Taylor Barber from Left to Suffer doing the vocals on it.
Sick.
Oh, it's gnarly, man. Pretty proud of that one.
That rules.
But
I'm gonna check that out.
We did a fucking show under a bridge where some kids had busted off like one of the covers for the electrical plating and shit.
Yeah.
It was in Jacksonville, Florida. And dude, they brought out a couple of half pipes and they set it up and they had a bunch of people out skateboarding. And it was
rules.
sick. It was so dope. But it was a terrible experience because none of us could hear each other at all.
Yeah.
And everybody, as soon as we started playing, everybody left.
Oh yeah, nobody liked
venue
us.
area.
Nobody
Tough
liked
gig.
us.
That's like 90. That's been 95% of the Mr. Fly's project response for years was clear. We were the room clearer. It was just like, you'd start, and I don't know, and you guys play in bands, so you get this, when you don't have any credibility or any credit, you're just thrown on bills that make zero. Can we curse?
Yeah.
Are we a curse-free podcast?
No.
Okay. Thrown on bills that make no fucking sense. And I feel like that's 90% of the time for like when you're first starting is you're thrown on these bills where even if you're kind of in the hive mind, kind of like-minded, it's just like bands, the crowds that they bring, they've made up their mind. They're like, I'm just here to see this band and I'm out. I'm done. And that's a lot of the DIY, smaller bar band venues that you do. And man, that was like so many, and we usually do like 35, 32 days at a time. That was last year, the year before, right after the pandemic when we could hit the road again. I think like not even exaggerating, maybe like 25 out of those 30 something shows were just absolute room clearers. Like people would hear a note and they'd be like, I'm out, and just leave. And I'd be like, okay, you didn't give us a chance. Like,
yeah.
And then you guys, I mean, I'm sure you've done this too, where you get done and then you like the room's clear and you're packing up and it's like 2 a.m. and then you got to find somebody and be like, did we make any money? It's embarrassing.
Oh,
How
man.
long have you all been a band?
This 2016 is when it like kind of it's when it started. I had the original drummer was in another band that I was in. That was like a really bad like rip off of like the Raconteurs like blues band thing.
Nice.
And it got to a point where me and the drummer at the time, that drummer, we just increase it. Like the guitarist would be like, you guys, we need to be writing. And we would just write the most annoying shit that we could present. And it would be like, everyone would have these like bluesy, like, obviously they just listened to a Jack White record. And then we would show up and we would just be like, well, what about this? And we'd be like, we're like, what do you guys think? And they just fucking hated it. So I got really off to writing stuff to make people upset. And that's where Phylzzz kind of started, where I was like, well, I feel like that entire, and the whole background of that band was to make people, or the original band I was in, which was called Kill Tones, which is awful. I learned a lot from that band, but it's like your first band it's never amazing. I think what I learned the most though from that was like all the one main guy cared about was people pleasing. So when I started Phylzzz, I was like, I just want to do the opposite of that. Like, I don't want people to like it. Like, I want people to be put off by it. I want people to be like not interested. And the people who are interested because they know other people don't like it. Like, I want this like weird, I had this weird demographic in my head. And it was a lot of getting kicked out of places and being told to stop, and sound guys cutting us off, and we would bill ourselves as a jazz band, like a jazz duo. So we would get in places where it didn't make sense, and then immediately start. And you think a jazz band, you think like little 112 and jazz guitars, but I have the drummer bringing in a 26-inch, a 16 to 18, and I've got like I think I was using 3 412s then. And I'd be like, it's not that bad. And then we'd turn on and it'd just be instantly guys coming up and trying to turn our shit down. It was a nightmare, but it was fun. We were known for that. We were known, people would start showing up and being like, have you seen this band? And they'd be like, no. I'd be like, oh, get ready. They're only going to be able to play for like 10 minutes and someone's going to
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. So that's where it kind of started. And then it started evolving into like, okay, I'm going to actually write songs, and I'm going to actually like still take this energy and kind of refine it till where we are now, where Danny Sign is the current drummer for the band. And he's great. He gets it and keeps up and rips. It's awesome.
Yeah. I got to say, that was one of the cooler things for me. You guys are the most energetic two-piece that I've ever seen live. It was wild how between you running around and him just really like getting into it, man, there was so much energy going on stage that it felt way bigger than it was, which is really cool.
It's and when you get that opportunity, it's that shit. What's so funny?
He said at the show, he told me that he's like, man, I swear to God that drummer's on coke.
Dog. So I here's the best part. I've never done any drugs. I've never even tried alcohol. Never even tasted it. So, then I've got Danny, who, when we did the tour and we were at this level, Danny doesn't do any drugs or anything either. He'll like have a beer and shit. But when we got this tour, I was like, yo, everyone has to be like, even down to the merch person on our team, I was like sober. I was like, we can't fuck up a run with the Melvins because somebody got drunk and spilled their feelings to Buzz. I was like, we can't have that happen. But a lot of that energy is the fact that my brain is always like, I might never get this opportunity again. So I have to win every single person over at every show we get. Like I have to blow everyone's mind. Like that's the goal.
Hell yeah.
So that's where the energy comes from. And that's how we practice. We practice the entire set and run it nonstop to where it's like we almost pass out. It's just like a good 3 or 4 hours of just getting to the end of the set and being like, okay, again, let's go. Like, just don't stop. Just muscle memory and that stamina. So when we do get these live shows, it's not that exhausting. We're just like, oh, this is how we do it all the time.
Do you think you guys are like just breaking through?
I think so. I feel like
Like, do you still feel like you're a small band, or you think you've got a good following?
I feel this whole tour, I still felt like a small band, even though the responses we were getting and afterwards, kind of like midway through the tour, a quarter way through the tour, I noticed that like every night it would be like, first it would be Buzz watching, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then it would be like, oh, Cody and Buzz are watching. Oh, okay, Cody, Buzz, and Steven are watching. Oh, okay, Wata's watching. Oh, okay, all of Boris is watching. And it became this thing where I noticed that like everyone was watching, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Why, that's cool that they're watching the opening band. And then it was like, oh, I noticed the crowds as the tour went on. It became like, when you're the opener, people will show up. They're interested to see who the Melvins picked as the opener. But as the tour progressed, I noticed that like, oh shit, the room's full and the doors are, the doors open a half hour ago and the room's full. Like, people are here for the opener there. And I kept being like, they're here for the opener, not thinking about I'm the opener. I would be like, whoa, this is sick. The room's full. But I feel like by the end of the tour, I noticed a complete change of not only our social media, but like numbers. I really hadn't looked at the numbers until like midway. And I was like, oh my God, like Pretend Friends has like 40 something thousand plays or 20 something thousand plays in all time. Like, our Bandcamp was nuts. It was like, I think we were at like 80 or 90,000 on some stuff. And I usually go live on Instagram and we'll do like stupid shit. But then I've noticed, I'm like, oh, now I go live on Instagram and it's like, there's people and they want to like talk about their experience of being at the show. And I'm like, this is cool. So I still want to treat it like we're a small band. So we appreciate every single person that like likes the band. But I feel it growing into a bigger thing kind of like every day. And I feel like next year when we tour again, I feel like numbers are going to be not crazy. I don't feel like we're going to be selling out places, but I feel like numbers are going to be different to where it's like, oh, okay, like we can go to Oklahoma and, draw some people. Like, we can go to these places and draw some people. Not crazy, but we can draw.
Yeah.
Not chat pile numbers. I wish chat pile numbers, but not chat pile numbers.
Not chat pile.
Yeah.
So I have a question about Fat Chance. Did you record that after the first bit you did with the Melvins?
Yeah, I recorded that at Electrical Audio.
Okay. Would you say that the touring with them was a big influence? Because for me, listening to it, I think it's a way more stripped down sound than what y'all had done on Cancel Culture.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels a whole lot more guitar and drum oriented. There's still a lot of the noise aspect to it, which I love.
Sure. Yeah.
But I think it just feels a little bit more aggressive
Clean.
and a little more straightforward, I think.
Yeah, so that record I sent to AmRep right before we got the Melvins offer. I should put that. So that record was done because I've been on this kick where I'm like, okay, I want to try to get like next year I have this insane goal of like, I want to do at least like 4 or 5 records. Like, I want to do a lot because I write all the time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that record was, again, the rule of doing the opposite. Okay, I did this self-produced Cancel Culture Club record that had all these people on it, and I did it all myself and at home. Excuse me. And then it was like, okay, now we're going to go to the nicest studio and do the cleanest version we can do and like the hi-fi just to see. Just let's try something different. And we were looking at doing a more like drum oriented kind of record now with Danny and the band. It was like, well, let's just try a drum focused record. And yeah, it is a lot cleaner and it is a lot more, just drums and guitar focused. But that also comes with the fact that it was very expensive to be there. So yeah, it was a big budget. Like, the label gave me the money from the Penitent Curtis record. That was like way before they sold a bunch of vinyls, and then Tom Hazelmeyer wrote me a check, and I just took that check instantly to the studio. So yeah, I didn't have as much freedom and time to go as crazy as I wanted, but then also I was like, okay, well, maybe that's what we're kind of going for on this one. We're just kind of being like more straightforward and just to the point, not really layer it up too much, and just like straight down the barrel. Like, let's just do it like that. So
Hell yeah. I think I saw an interview, I think it was about that album where you said that you were primarily using a fuzz war into a Fender tube, right?
yeah, fuzz war into a it was like a 1957 what the fuck was that amp called?
57.
Yeah, was it a twin?
No, it was like a brown single speaker.
Oh.
Like it's not a Princeton, but it's one of those like.
Was it like a Champ?
Amps. No. I'll get the name eventually, but it was like some like old 50-something Fender brown.
Fuck yeah.
I don't want to say a Champ, but it was just a single 12, and I just maxed it. That was really that whole thing. Was just blowing that speaker out.
Oh yeah.
And a Fender twin.
The tones are disgusting. I love it. One of my absolute favorites is the Mr. Entertainer, that super reverby, like almost sounds like you have a gated glitchy fuzz with your volume rolled back on your guitar.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
That's I don't have it in here, but that's wait. I don't. I'll show it to you. I'll grab it here in a minute, but it's really all that's actually, can I just grab it? I'll show it to you. It's fucking stupid. 1 second.
What's up with this no coast? What is that?
I don't know.
Kind of looks cool though.
I'm gonna be real with you. All these lights are making it hard for me to see.
Maybe you have epilepsy.
I don't have epilepsy. I have astigmatism.
I have astigmatism too.
The lights don't fucking make you go blind?
I'm not paying attention to them.
Oh, scumbag.
All right, here's a secret to that record.
Oh shit.
No way. Is that a fucking Esteban?
It's a Esteban. That's like, this is that entire record.
Dude.
That with
You have
this 58 smashed against it. When I recorded, go ahead.
I had that exact amp in high school.
It's the best. Like, do you do like home recordings? Obviously with you guys set up.
Pretty much all I do, yeah.
Yeah. So when I was recording that record, I live in Chicago in a tiny apartment, can't be that loud. But this amp I had, same thing since high school. My dad got this with that shitty guitar, the acoustic Esteban thing. And he was like, it's going to be better than a Martin. Then it came with like no back, and he was super pissed. And that was the only thing that survived. And yeah, I used it for everything. When Buzz came over and he ripped the solo on Mr. Entertainer, he came over, he's like, what am I playing through? And I was like, this. I was like, you're using this. And plugged it in, and I literally had it under my desk, and I just had my foot on the mic. And when he was ripping the solo, I was just like shoving, like stepping on it. The harder he would go, I would just shove the mic. So it was just like completely blown, distorted, crazy sound. But that whole record's that amp, just different little tunes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was listening to one of your other podcasts that you've done, and you were saying that you'd make a lot of weird sounds on your records. Like you said, you hang the guitar by the whammy bar and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you got in there for weird sounds?
Man, I got all sorts of stuff. This is a good little thing I use. It's just a little tape recorder, but I'll re-record guitar solos off of that, and then I'll record it and then re-record them on here, play back through the speaker, and then play them again, so you get like a weird effect. This is a crucial thing I use. These all day. You can find them at Goodwill's, thrift stores. Just shitty 1/4-inch mouth mics, like absolute garbage mics, but they sound crazy for vocals. What else do I got? I got some other weird shit hiding in here somewhere.
That's cool.
That's really the kind of shit that I use. Mics. I have this like a U87 kind of knockoff, but really Cancel Culture Club, because again, I'm poor. I don't have money. I'm not, the label, you're a band, you don't make money. I ordered a bunch of these, like Amazon wannabe condenser mics, and I would take them I would fully take them apart, and then I would just take the capsule and like put them in weird places and leave them mic'd up. And I hung one mic, Concord mic that I let my friend borrow that's recording right now, and I would just hang it in the corner. And when I'd want screams, I would just like go back and then just like stand in the corner and just scream as loud as I can at that mic and be like, okay, that works. Really just miking and fucking around. That's a lot of it.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Also, what do you got? I got another one, but I forgot what it is. So go for it.
Okay. Now I know you said that you self-produced the last one, and I know you do a lot of work with Hayes XXL, right? I've seen.
Yeah.
Now, how influential would you say that relationship is on your current songwriting process? Like, do you specifically come in with like unfinished little bits specifically to get more input and have a little bit more creative fun in the actual production? Or is it more of you kind of come in with everything 100% and then work with him to shape it a little different for his flavor?
I've never, this is the beautiful thing about working with Tom. I have never been asked to change a thing. Like, I've never been asked to do anything other than Tom is like, I'm working with you because I like your art. I'm not going to tell you how to do your art. Like, it's you do your art the way you want to do it. And I send stuff to Tom. Like, I'll get records or songs done and I'll send them to him. And I've never had him say anything like, It's always been excited or always been like, well, what do you want to do with it? Like, what do you want to do? He's a very like punk rock handshake. It's about the music. It's about the art, kind of mindset with his label, which I love because there is no, it isn't like another label where, like you said, I have to put these pieces together and these ideas and then present them. And if they don't get greenlit, I just wasted my time. It's really like whatever I want to do, Tom is behind it. And and it's the same thing with the art. Like, that's where we go back and forth. Like the covers and all the art is I make the label, I make the record, and then I send it to Tom, and I don't tell him how to do the art. I'm like, you do whatever you think fits for this record. And I have never said no. I'm always like, do whatever you want to do. So, even the last cover, he presented, he's like, what about this? I was like, I love it. It's great. I gave him the title of the record. I was like, I think we're going to go with Fat Chance. So do whatever you want to do. And I let him do what he does and he lets me do what I do. And it's a great compromise because it just gets him something excited to work around and create. And same thing for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the fingerprint textured looking skin is one of the most horrifying things I've ever thought of. I was just like imagining a whole person's body having the texture of fingerprints.
Well, have you seen how he does that?
No.
So it's all hand carve. It's he carves it on a linoleum block. It's like a litho print. So it's with a carving tool and he carves that image out in reverse so it's printed forward. So and it's like hours and hours and hours and hours of like he'll get the idea and then it's all carved out by hand.
Fuck.
And then it's pressed. Yeah, so that's all hand carved.
That's crazy.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Dude, it's got to be amazing to just like be able to surround yourself with other creative and artistic people like that. Cause that's pretty dope and off the wall. Somebody using linoleum like a stamp.
Yeah. It is bizarre because it's like kind of, I feel like I manifested it because you get around so many shitheads who just have like a negative attitude about, I'm sure you guys get it in your music scene. And I was in Cincinnati's music scene for a long time before I moved to Chicago, but I just felt like the people I was surrounded with just it's like they didn't want you to succeed, or success was like really stupid or cringy. And I think that's the dumbest thing on the planet because like with your guys' podcast, like you guys are clearly taking time to do it. You have a great setup. You're mic'd, you're putting effort behind it. Like, why would I not want you to succeed?
Right.
And I feel like that's a lot of people's like weird mentality in a music scene or any kind of art thing where you get around people for a bit who are just like, oh, don't do that. Like, oh, like, that ain't going to happen for you. Like, don't waste your time. And it's like, I when I was younger, I was surrounded by those people, and the older I got, the more I just got rid of them. I was like pushing them out of my way. I was like, I don't want to be surrounded by people who don't want me to be successful, or don't want to be successful, or don't want to like be 100% about their art or like what they're doing. Like, I just don't want to be involved with the negativity of people who are just butthurt that they have to try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is all flies, and everything that I've gotten is because I've tried. That's it. I've put it out there. I'm not, even if it's vulnerable or whatever, I've put it out there, and I've put out the energy that like, this is what I want to do. And you will gravitate those people that want to work with you. And I get that question, like with the Melvins, like after every night, people be like, how'd you get it? How'd you get the tour? And it's like, I just put music out. That's it. I put music out, and the people came. The people that wanted to work with me came. Like, that's just how it worked.
Yeah.
How do you like balance your, I guess, finances just being in the band? Because that's something that I really want to do, you know, is just focus on what I actually care about and not have to work all the time, you know?
It is, yeah. And I think, as kind of, I don't know, as weird as it sounds, like the money will come. It just will. Like it will. If you care and you put the time into it, it won't be overnight. It probably won't be in a year, but if you put the time, the money always happens. Like, even with touring and like doing shows, I've never really worried about making money because I've always made money doing it. And it's not like I'm going and getting guarantees. It's like, no, I figure stuff out from trial and error, like getting smart merch, smart routes, booking, you know, not eating out and just going to Aldi's and buying a bunch of food and taking it on the road, not staying in the nicest hotels, finding people to like crash with, keeping your routes very close where you're just driving like 2 or 3 hours at a time. Like, you guys live in Oklahoma City, in a 6-hour radius, you guys could tour that for 2 months and play a show like every day and hit every single small city and not be out a bunch of money, but come home with a bunch of money because you're not traveling far. You're just moving little steps. And that's something I figured out really quick, where I'd see these bands and they'd be like, we're going on tour. We're Chicago. We're going to Wyoming, Seattle, LA, home. And then they would come home and they'd be like, we don't have any money. I'd be like, well, yeah, you won it. You played 4 shows. You drove 60 hours. Like, you're not going to make any money. But if you hit the small, weird towns that people aren't going to, that don't have entertainment, those people still listen to Spotify. People still want to go see shows. Hit all those weird towns and make those connections. The money happens. It's there. It's always there. And I think that's what I figured out pretty quickly, as I was like, okay, if I just do the Midwest and I just keep circling the Midwest, I'll be fine. And taking yourself seriously and taking yourself professionally, but not to a point where you're like an exhausting person, but being professional about it. I mean, again, you guys have played shows. You've played with the bands that you show up and it's like, okay, they're done and they're so shit-faced that they can't get their stuff off the stage and it's a nightmare. And it's like, well, yeah, those bands are going to lose money because they drank every bit of money that they were going to make. Mm-hmm. Like, I just figured that stuff out quick. And then I've always been into like sales, and I used to own a music store. So I'm very like in tune to a business mindset. And I just am like, I got to make a product that sells, and I got to make something that people want to see again. And yeah, just touring really will kill a band, but if you tour smart, it can be very beneficial. And depending on how many people are in your band, like, yeah, 5-6 piece is really hard to keep everybody fed. But if you can find ways to also make money in musical worlds, like audio editing, like you guys are doing a podcast right now. Mm-hmm. When during the pandemic and when I worked for comedy clubs, I was making money editing comedians' podcasts or editing comedians like audio from records that they had, or they were making I was doing for a while. I was getting paid a lot of money working for a TikTok influencer named Leah Rudick, who I was just helping them edit their podcast clips. And it's like, okay, this still frees up my time for me to do what I want to do as a band. and still be free, and just finding like jobs that conform to letting you go out and tour. I feel like people are so quick to just give up when it seems kind of hard. But when you really just sit down and break all of it down in every aspect about being a musician, it's just finding ways to free up time and make it work. Like, I can't have a career where I'm like CEO of X business, or I can't be like whatever, like, another big like corporate job. I'll never have that. And I'm aware of that. I just got to find little things to keep opening up my time until this becomes full time. And it's getting there. In the past couple of years and doing the numbers and seeing it, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm at a point now where I can't hide this money from the government anymore. Like, I have to be an adult and report it and keep my paperwork in line and stuff like that.
That's the worst right there. That government interference, man. That's the death of art.
That's what you do. Yeah. You just make a bunch of small bands, and then you get somebody else to take it over. Yeah. And there you go. What kind of scheme is that?
It's a racket.
It's like band embezzlement, like a really weird, like I'm a receipt collector. I'm a disgusting person when it comes to receipts. Like, if we're going out to eat, I'm like, I'm keeping that receipt. That's a write-off. Like, all for like everything. Like, and that helps too. And I just feel like a lot of bands, if they understand the business end and they really research it and they get hip to it, you'll have longevity. But if it's like, I just want to be famous and not work anymore, it will crash and burn. Instantly crash and burn.
What do you got, Bobby?
Would you rather fist fight a satyr in water or a merfolk on land?
Describe what each of them are.
A satyr is a goat person.
Okay.
Where that they have a human top half with goat horns, and then they have like human shaped legs, but with goat hooves. And then a merfolk is just like a frog person with gills.
I beat the shit out of that frog person in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'd stomp that fucker to the ground. I wouldn't worry. I'd be more afraid of the half goat thing, because I grew up around llamas, and llamas are trained to, if you have llamas on a farm, they will keep coyotes away, because when they sense a coyote, they chase it and stomp it to death.
Jesus.
Yeah. And the llamas are terrifying. So if a kid were ever to get in a pen with a llama, and like there's llamas and like they're like, little llama, the llama will think it needs to kill it, so they'll stomp them.
Okay, but this is a counter. Bullfrogs fuck everything, so you got to watch out for that.
Dog, I will lure that bullfrog in with the idea of sex, and then I will fucking kill it.
Oh, see, listen, we're losing the amphibian vote right now. We need to.
I will kill that frog. I have not
up, man.
Tough, man.
If it's a means of survival, I will gut that bitch. Like, I do not care.
I just couldn't imagine.
Fuck a frog.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine fist fighting anything in water, though. That would be the worst.
No,
but the merfolk would definitely have the advantage.
Yeah,
but man, why are animals like that though? Because like Nate, our buddy, used to have a fuck ton of chickens in his yard, man. And one time a mole burrowed up into the chicken pen.
Yep.
And they ganged up on that mole, man. There was like 20 chickens. He
Kill
didn't
it?
stand a chance. Oh yeah, that mole did not stand a chance.
Yeah, chickens are super territorial too. Especially, I don't know why I know these weird facts about animals, but chickens have a pecking order.
Yeah,
you know that, where they eat in an order, and the rooster sets the tone. And then if you integrate a new chicken and they don't follow that order, they literally will kill it. They'll beat it to death until it learns when it's supposed to eat. And that's wild.
That's a tough gig.
Yeah.
Chickens have a caste system, dude.
Man, why is your band name spelled like Phylzzz?
That's a good one.
Or Files or whatever.
Yeah. So again, the whole idea with the band was to fuck with people. It's always been that. So to me it's pronounced flies. So flies. But I wanted it to also be where you could not find it. Because MySpace was like the MySpace was like the land before time era of music, where it's like you could put a band out. If you got people to, bands were making it that labels would absolutely say no to. Like Blood Brothers is one of my favorite bands of all time. And I feel like MySpace really was the reason why they got out there. So many bands from that era got fan bases because there was no gatekeeping on MySpace. You could just make it work. And then I feel like now with the algorithms and stuff, your shit just gets buried. Like you can't get anything to work. So I couldn't keep track. I was trying to think of like, how can I keep track of a way of like organically having people look me up so it would like start suggesting, and it wouldn't just be like whatever flies. I wanted an organic way of where people were actually looking me up. So then the algorithm would be like, oh shit, people are Googling this. We need to start putting this at the top of things. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to spell the band wrong, say it wrong, never correct anybody until they actually look at the band logo or they look at the merch, and then they're going and typing it in. So it was just my way of really tracking who's following, really tracking who gives a shit to look for the band. And unironically, it actually really helped because then the band would get featured on like Bandcamp and stuff like that because it was being organically searched and not just like a link. It was organically being looked up. So
yeah, that's awesome. It's like really good marketing.
Yeah. spell stuff wrong and do it wrong, and it'll work.
That's funny. That's premeditated. You didn't just fuck it up, right?
No, premeditated. Yeah, 100%. Like when I was making the name with at the time the original drummer. It goes back to that when we were in that band. The guys in that the one guy in the band was very much like, it needs to like, we have to be this to set this image. And then when I was doing that, I was like, man, I'm just gonna spell it. It's just gonna be wrong. Like all of it's gonna be wrong and backwards and not make any sense. So people are completely confused as to why I'm doing this. And it's worked.
That's awesome.
It's like Bizarro World logic, man.
Yeah. It's like if Pee Wee Herman had a band.
No.
Just like completely fucked up.
You got more questions in there?
Yeah, you in any comic books, man?
Not really. But Tom, the Hayes, XXL, is huge in the comic books.
Hell
so
yeah.
I feel like the more I'm around him, like in his house, he has an entire room that I think is like maybe 10 shelves of just every comic you could imagine. Buzz is really into comics and books. I feel like I need to be. So do you have suggestions of things that you think a psycho like me would like?
Yeah, you, pal.
Yeah, absolutely. The Alan Moore Miracle Man reboot. I think it's from the 80s.
I'm taking notes while you talk.
And then it's new being done by Marvel now with Neil Gaiman writing, and it's phenomenal. Also,
what's it called one more time?
Miracle Man.
Miracle Man?
Yeah. And it's kind of like what if Superman just decided he wanted to be God, is basically what it is. It's not necessarily he's an evil guy or a bad guy. It's not like, Red Sun, Superman or anything like that. It's just like he's like, everything's gonna be peaceful, and it's going to be because I'm gonna make it that way.
That's sick. Okay,
so it's kind of this utopia that is really wrong. It's really good. It's really well written.
Okay.
Another Alan Moore one is Saga of Swamp Thing. Like these are like, if you're just kind of looking for like an atypical, you're not just looking for like a Superman comes in and saves a bus full of children type of stories.
Yeah.
So Saga of Swamp Thing's really good because it is where that Swamp Thing realizes that it's its own separate entity and isn't the man that had died in the swamp, and that it's just a plant elemental that convinced itself because of the trauma that it witnessed that it was him. So it's a really good character study on him as a character. I love it. Highly suggest it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going. I like that a lot. Okay. Yep. I'll definitely. I'm not even. I do like to read, and I especially with Tom's collection and being around, and Buzz too, and the way they were collecting, I was like, okay, maybe I should also be looking into this because these guys are very smart and very artistic. So,
what about you ever play Magic the Gathering?
No, I've not. I know.
Do you do like D&D or anything super nerdy?
No, when I was at the comedy club, there was a whole D&D group, and I never participated because they were so deep into their lore and their story. But I would stay and hang out and just listen and watch, and I loved it. So I definitely know that it would be something I would be into, and if I have time, I would definitely be into that. But I do enjoy it. I think like D&D and all that shit's fucking rad.
Oh, dude, I think that role-playing games would be right up your alley.
Yeah.
Like,
The only thing I do, I play a ungodly amount of Fortnite.
hell yeah, dude.
I can't stop. Me and Wata played until we were like literally walking on stage. I would walk with my Switch, playing with Wata. We'd be playing Fortnite, and then they would be playing the music, and I'd be like, I gotta go, and then I would like sit it down and get back, and then immediately log back on, and we'd sit down and start playing again.
Hell yeah.
Dude, the first time I ever played that game, I got the Victory Royale on the first game I ever played.
Let's go.
Yeah, right? So then I just uninstalled it.
You did what needed to be done, man. You proved a point and you left. I get it. I totally get it.
I was probably playing the shittiest lobby of all time, but I'll take it. I don't care.
Man, as soon as a 9-year-old gets on there and starts fucking blasting me and killing me and shit, I'm pissed. I'm like, I'm losing my... And like, Wata was so fun to play with because Wata speaks very little English, but she found I had a Nintendo Switch. She's a big gamer and she really wanted to play. So she like from what Atsuwa told me, that she spent that night playing and learning how to play Fortnite because she wanted to not look stupid playing. So the first time we played together, she's like, she was very broken. Like, I don't play. First time, don't play. And I was like, it's okay. We'll be fine. She is a fucking good gamer. Like she leads, like she plays Apex Legends a lot, and she leads that shit. Like I was like in the middle, I was like, "What are you talking about? You're killing people left and right. Like you're great. Like this, you're good. You're good." Yeah. So we were winning like crazy. It was because of her, not because of me. Like she was leading it.
Hell yeah!
I have never played Fortnite.
Man, you'll get addicted. It's my one drug. It makes me lazy.
That's my thing too. That's kind of why I uninstalled it, because I didn't want to get all zoned into it.
You'll get addicted if you play it. You'll get so addicted. It's insane. Addictions. Do you guys? What's your top games right now?
Smite is a big one for me.
Really?
It's a MOBA, I guess.
It's like League of Legends, but it's all about different pantheons of gods. So it's just one of those lane. Excuse me. It's one of those lane like tower defense kind of games, you know?
That's cool.
It's a lot of fun. We play a fuck ton of it. I've got like 800 hours clocked on it right now.
Shit.
Yes. Smite's a huge game. I have a 5-man that I play with every Wednesday. And I've been doing that for fucking 6 years. I don't know.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So, okay. And then RDR2 right now. So
I've been playing the fuck out of Baldur's Gate 3, man. It's literally, dude, it's amazing. I've missed my D&D group for like the last 5 weeks. So it's like the only way I've been able to get my fix. What is the weird band that made the genre of doing something that's a little more artsy interesting to you? Was it like Mr. Bungle or Primus or Old Clutch or
Primus?
Yeah.
Primus. I love Primus.
Dude, yeah, like they're amazing. I mean, he's fucking somehow I was convinced that he was like from Alabama for a while because he was so good at doing like the Jerry was a race car driver fucking deep south thing.
I fucking love Primus. I feel like they're underappreciated to a degree. I feel like all of their like Jesus. Not John the Fisherman, Jerry race car driver. What I wish I would have created was Mr. Crinkle.
Oh yeah.
Like Mr. Crinkle, if when you were talking about like where did the weirdness come from, the Mr. Crinkle music video is like everything that I feel like if Mr. Flies had a brain, like inside of that brain, that is consistently what is happening. Dude. Like such a smart video. It's perfect. Like it's great.
Because he voices like 6 different characters in that song, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All the townspeople conversing. It is a very wild fucking song.
It's such a good, man. I love, and I just like weird, like I've really not really listened to Mr. Bungle. I just like weird shit. Like I was obsessed with the original Willy Wonka with Gene Wilder. Like,
oh, yeah.
I'm obsessed, and I think a lot of the Fly's characters that where it's like it's a safe, simple. He almost feels simple and scared, but then there's parts of him that come out where it's like, actually, this person could be very dangerous. Like, it's a psychotic, and the way Gene Wilder carried that character and all the improving that he did. Like, are you familiar with like the boat scene where that was just fully improved? And like, if you watch the boat scene again, like look it up on YouTube and watch it. He is improving all that, and the people in the boat, like the cast, are looking at each other, and he's actually scaring the kids because he is it's not scripted, and he's there. Everyone's looking at each other, and even you see him like look in the camera, like the crew, like, are you guys gonna stop him? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, that shit rules. And he does it again at the end with Charlie, where he's like, you lose, you get nothing. Like, all of that not in the script, like him turning around and like screaming at them. Not scripted. Again, they're just like, the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like,
I think it's an absolute crime that we never got to see him play the Joker on the big screen.
Oh man, I never even put that together. That would be such a sick. Damn. Yeah. All day long. Like him instead of Heath Ledger, I feel like did a really good job. I don't know how you guys feel about Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah,
I loved his role, but I think he missed a little bit of the goofiness of the Joker that actually makes him so scary. Like, I think the thing that makes him so horrifying is that he is just a goofy enough character that he could be like, ha ha ha, it's a laughing gas. It makes you laugh, but you're going to laugh to death.
Yeah.
You know? And
he's he's self-aware, but also not self-aware. Like, I see what you're saying. Like out of all of the movie adaptations, which one do you like the most?
Oh, I like the newest one by far.
Is that with
Joker.
Joaquin?
Yeah.
I like, damn it, the Jack Nicholson Joker, I think is, to me, he's just the right amount of intimidating and horrifying, but goofy and silly. And he's going to squirt you with his little flower thing here, but he's also dumping toxic chemicals down the throat of 3 orphans in the back room. You know, like it's the perfect Joker to me. Is Jack Nicholson the one
with the purple coat and the fucking, or that's not him? He's the one that falls in the vat of acid.
No, that's Two-Face.
I don't fucking know. I'm pretty
sure the Jack Nicholson one is the Tim Burton one, I believe. Yeah. Is that the Tim Burton one? And that also has Prince did that entire soundtrack for that one.
I thought it was Holy shit. I thought it was Seal. Or is that a different Batman movie that Seal did?
No, the Jack Nicholson one has Party Man, which was the Prince song, and Prince did all the music for that movie. And I remember because Party Man's like such a sick ass song, and then if you look up that entire score, it's all done by Prince, and it's really good.
But I know the Kiss from a Rose music video has Batman and the Batmobile in it.
Really?
Yeah. Almost 100% positive. And I am aware that I've seen a Batman movie.
I thought Kiss from a Rose was Spider-Man, dude.
No.
Is it not?
No. It might be in Spider-Man, but I'm going to look it up and we're going to edit it in later.
It's a guarantee.
Because was it Batman Returns?
If you look up Kiss from a Rose on Spotify, it's got a picture of fucking Spider-Man. I think it's Spider-Man 3, dude. 100%. Not 100%, but I'm like 90.
No, because Jack Black, when he sang this song on American Idol, he said, I'm going to sing my favorite song from the Batman soundtrack. And he sang it. But then Seal was in the audience. Dude, this was the greatest episode of American Idol ever, by the way. It was like a triple switch.
With Jack Black? Jack Black was at Jack Black came to the LA show.
What, just to watch?
Yeah. He's the bassist for Melvin, Steve McDonald. He was the original bassist for Tenacious D. Dude. And they also live down the street from each other, and their kids go to school together.
Jack Black is so big, he seems like an entity, you know, like he almost just isn't a person anymore. You know what I mean?
Man, you call him fat?
Him?
No, but
him at the show, like, you would not know it was him. like would not know. He is the most normal ass person. Like dirty sweatpants, just look like a bum.
Hell
walking around like on his phone. Super nice, like nice, sweetest person. Steven said that Steven was like, come to the back. Like there's stage seating, like stage side at the Belasco Theater. And Jack was like, no, I'm just going to stay in the audience. Cause he's like, I don't want to distract from the show. Like, he's like, as soon as I get up there, it's going to be like, it's Jack Black. Like if you look long enough, you're like, that's fucking Jack Black.
Yeah.
So he just stayed around the pit and was just like walking around. But we ran into him after the show and he was just hanging out, and you could tell people were wanting to go approach him, but it's just like everyone in the room, which I was super happy about, was just like, nah, this man's out here to just see a concert. Like, just leave him the fuck alone. So
That's
everyone
awesome.
just was just like, what's up? And he would just do his like Jack Black kind of stuff. And he got in the most expensive car I've ever seen and drove away.
What if you were just in a pit, like a Slam concert or something, you're fucking Lorna Shore, and you get body checked by Jack fucking Black?
Dog, that would rip.
It would be sick as fuck, yeah.
He just knocks your teeth out and then just disappears into the crowd.
You got to ask him for some fucking new grill, dude.
You'd be like, hey, I want your shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth more than a new grill.
Yeah. I need that fucking shirt. Throw it on eBay.
Dude.
Sell that shit.
Yeah, me and him were talking about what a genius move that was for him to like make merch that's only his, that the general public can't buy.
What?
you seen
Did you
that?
do that?
Yeah, his
No.
shirt that he wears on stage is just a pick of destiny, and it's tie-dye.
Yeah.
You can't get that. He doesn't sell it for merch.
It's just his.
That's just what he has. Yeah. And so he did this thing, like, I guess he has like somebody that makes the shirts for him.
Yeah.
And he did a raffle type deal or something like that, where she made 3 shirts of one size, and they're still going up. I think, I don't know how much they sold for, but it's a lot.
Shit.
Yeah.
That rules. So you guys Tenacious D fans?
Huge. Yeah. I went to go see
Yeah.
him in Texas.
Wow. Was it great?
Oh yeah, it was phenomenal.
I really want to see Tenacious D live. One of my like first DVDs I ever got when DVDs like first came out was my grandma accidentally bought a Tenacious D DVD from Walmart, because it was like the one that came with all the HBO shows and then the acoustic concert live in like London. And she got it on accident because somebody there was just like, kids love it. And then I got it as like a 13-year-old. And it's clearly just some dude was just like, yeah, just buy this. Your grandkid will love it. And my grandma was super Christian. So it was really funny to get this like satanistic like black DVD of just the coolest shit. And their cover of like Flash Gordon is so fucking good.
Dude, I haven't seen that.
Really? Oh man. I'll blast you over the link of like the opening of that DVD. They open with Flash like acoustic, and it goes perfectly into Wonder Boy, where that was like my first like almost like live performance DVD thing I had, where I was like, damn, this rules. They're funny and they rip. Like, this is great.
Yeah, I think he's a phenomenal artist. Just everything that he does. Also, like, his movies are phenomenal. I'm a huge Jack Black fan, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
School of Rock is like an incredible movie.
Oh yeah. And the soundtrack, like, I can't help but thinking that he took part in that.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Like
phenomenal soundtrack.
The little bit that I talked to Steven about working with doing the Tenacious D stuff with them, he's like, they got it. Like, they know what they want. Like, they know exactly what they want. Like, it's not coming in anything other than like that. Those guys know what they're doing and they know what they want. And I would love to have been in that room. I mean, I've watched the DVD. I'm sure you've seen like the in studio DVD stuff of them recording with like Dave Grohl and all that shit.
Yeah.
But man, I would love to have been in that room just to like see how they do all that, just how they work together and stuff like that.
Dude, so have you seen the video where he gets Dio on his record?
Yeah.
Dio?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Did it cut out?
Yeah, it totally cut out. It just stuck on your face and you were just like,
I was like, yeah. And then you were like, looked at me and I was like, did I fuck up? Like,
no, but yeah, so he gets Dio on the record and it's Jack Black and he's like young as fuck in the video, which is cool to see, right? But he's like so timid at this point in his career. So he goes up and Dio's like, yeah, like, do I need to do another take? And he's just like, nope, that was phenomenal. Like, we're just going to leave it there. And I thought, I don't know. I love videos like that because it just makes Jack Black more personable, I think.
Yeah.
So,
he's like the most like normal human. I feel like he's one of the few people that are like in the industry that high of fame that it's not gone to his head. Like, I feel like he's a very like normal guy and he just feels, I mean, for a guy like him at his celebrity status, and think of people at that level, they would not be going to a concert like the Melvins without a crew of security and like making it a big deal. And like, I have to sit in the back and I don't want people to see me. Like, this motherfucker waited in line.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, you know what I mean? No security, no nothing. Just waited in line with everybody. Like, dude, that's bizarre.
Yeah. He's an oddly influential character too, especially in the metal community. Because you look at stuff like Brutal Legend or School of Rock and think about how much fucking metal and punk staples that he introduced to a mass audience of people who, like, I mean, obviously everybody was going to know like the Ramones and shit like that, but like Broke His Helm, that's a band that never really fucking even existed. They put out like one demo and that's it. And it's from the 80s. And he's just like, oh yeah, I know perfect song. It's going to go on my game. Like,
it's fucking rad. And not a lot of people are even trying to, like, not a lot of people like him. He feels like the type that is like his current band is, I don't want to say unknown players, but people he just like scouted out that are just really good at their instrument. He could pick anybody.
Yeah.
And he's just got this collection of people that he's like, they're just good players. That's cool. Like, these guys who've, been playing forever, who have been looking for a break. And then like you get Jack Black being like, hey, do you want to play Lee with me every night? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's wild when he could pick anybody.
Oh yeah.
Anyone.
I think it's crazy sometimes. Like, you ever listen to Devin Townsend, any?
I don't think so. No.
Oh man, you need to check that out. I think that'll be up your alley.
This is a podcast of me taking notes. Devin,
sorry.
No, it's good. It's not anything you should be sorry about. I want to listen to new stuff. I listen to the same shit.
The Mighty Masturbator.
Masturbator?
Yeah, by the Devin Townsend Project.
I already love the name.
Oh, dude, this is and then I think the other one is called Deconstruction. It's the title track from that album.
Okay.
But that album has like Oderus Urungus is on it doing guest vocals. Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth is doing guest vocals.
Wow.
Greg from Dillinger's in there.
Wow.
Joe from Gojira is in there. I mean, like, it's just one of the most stacked fucking people that are on the album I've ever seen in my life.
That rules. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out.
It's weird. I'll tell you now, it's like a 19-minute song.
That's sick. That's my whole dream with Flies is I think Buzz might have me beat though, but I wanted a whole side of a record just be one song. Like just one ass big take up the entire length of the record.
Dude,
like that'd be cool to have just 2 songs and it's a full LP length. Like that.
Yeah, New Jerusalem Part 2, man. Do it.
Yeah.
You got this.
You want to do song of the week?
Yeah. So usually what we do every episode, we have a song that we pick with a criteria. So sucks that I wasn't able to give you the criteria beforehand because I forgot. But we're just trying to pick a song that we like from the 1970s is I think what I'm leaning for.
1970s. What do you guys got right now?
From the 70s, I picked a 60s song.
You picked a 60s song?
Yeah.
Oh, you scumbag.
Let me see if I got a song in mind, but let me see if it fits. I have mine.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna look mine up.
I have mine. I'm gonna check the date, but it just hit me like a ton of bricks when you said 60s. I was like, and I don't know why it hit me, but it did. Yes. Okay, mine works. 74.
Hell yeah. Ah, dude. Fuck.
Come on.
You've ruined my life. This is our podcast.
honestly, and I'm just going to be real with you, and I don't give a fuck if you leave this in. I've done a lot of podcasts. This one is really fun. Like, you guys are doing a really good job, because I did so many different ones for the record and so many different ones that are still not out, where it would be, we're at like an hour and 7. This doesn't feel like we've been talking for an hour and 7.
Mhm.
I've done a lot of them where it would be like, I would look and I'd be so drained. I'd be like, Jesus Christ, it's only been 20 minutes. Like, what are these people? Like, this one guy, there's one guy who, there's actually 2 different people that will remain unspoken, but they would just like stare at me at the camera and then just be like, and another person will go unknown, but they would just like ask me these questions and then not say anything and then just move to the next question. I would be like, and the podcast is supposed to be like a conversation where we all feel like we're talking and we're having a good time. It was like, it was so weird. Like, so many we would just be like, yeah, so that's that. Like, yeah,
Dude.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, is just to try to make it fun, but also like get information out for the viewers. So
Sure, you guys are doing
so
a great
we come
job.
up with some question, but there's a lot of like fill in,
Yeah.
The goal is pretty much, I guess, to vibe. Like, that's our main goal.
Is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
It's
Yeah.
just to vibe with the guests.
Yeah,
the
usually we discuss a lot more religious philosophy and other random bullshit.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh shit.
This dude's actually crazy on the religious stuff, man.
I'm not. Don't listen to him.
Are you a religious fan? Do you like religion? I don't know how to approach it. Are you
I study ancient Christianities,
okay?
and I'm just into a lot of the ones that do they incorporate like ancient Greek magic and stuff.
Shit.
Find them
So
very
are you Christian or no or
Oh yeah.
yeah? That's cool.
Sure. That's I mean, I honestly don't even know, man.
Yeah.
I just
I'm not knocking or judging. I'm always just curious about any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's just interesting because I started doing a lot of research into like the Bible and like the timelines that everything was written and what physical evidence that we actually have for a lot of it, you know. And then find out that there's a lot of books that are older than the shit that's in there that wasn't included, that they just decided to not. Somebody in the Catholic Church was just like, yeah, that's not canon anymore in like the 400s.
Damn,
And
that's weird.
That's literally that's what the word canon came from, was from the Catholic canon. So like when you hear people talk about like Star Wars canon and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
no, yeah. And it's just some pretty wild and very contradictory stuff that got covered up, and they tried so hard to destroy it that they framed a lot of their crusades and went in and killed other Christians just because that they kept different copies of the Bible.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's like the
wild.
Cathar crusade thing that happened in France. It's brutal.
Damn.
All right. Well, how about y'all go first? I'm like right on the tail of this one.
Okay.
So y'all go first and I'll have mine by the end. On your
Do
song.
you want me to go first?
It's up to you, man.
Okay, I'll go first. If the category is 1970s, then I'm going to have to go with that 1974 banging hit, Elton John's "The Bitch Is Back."
Hell yeah.
All right.
dude.
Yeah.
The bitch is back. All right.
I'm a bitch, well, the bitch is back. It's great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I also picked the 1974 hit. I
Ooh.
had to fucking rep Blue Oyster Cult, and I picked Astronomy.
Oh, okay.
Well, the moon drops burst out at you from their hiding place. Like acid and oil out of madman's face, his reason tends to fly away. Like lesser birds
Isn't this phenomenal?
on four wings, like
Yes.
silver scripts in May. And now the
kinda
sands
funny.
become a crust.
Oh, dude, I fucking love Blue Oyster Cult.
Because it also feels like Jack Black is singing that.
Yeah.
Like, it really has like that kind of his like, it's almost like that exaggerated style that Jack Black does, but that guy, Blue Oyster Cult rips.
Dude, the funniest thing about Blue Oyster Cult is that vocalist, which I can never remember which one of them's which, but he's the one that is supposed to be their primary vocalist. But all of their biggest songs are not sung by him. It's all sung by one of the other members of the band. even though he's their main vocalist and he's the one that sings on 90% of their songs, it just so happened that the ones that he didn't sing on were the ones that blew up.
Shit.
That's a tough gig.
It's a tough fucking gig.
That's a hard one to swallow every single time.
Dude, my first band I was ever in, like, I got in a fight with the vocalist like a week before our first show. My first show ever that I would ever have played. So it's kind of a big deal. And then they found a new drummer. I got fucked, man. It sucked.
It's a tough life.
I'm gonna go 1976. The Ramones, which is not their best year, but Chainsaw.
Ooh.
There it is. Just start with the chainsaw. All right, that's it.
I'm gonna be straight up with you. I do not like 70s Ramones.
Me either, man. I think they have some bangers in the 70s, but the 90s is like so good.
80s Ramones.
Yeah, they're. I'm gonna listen to that Chainsaw song when I'm done with this.
Hell yeah,
dude. Yeah. Man,
yeah.
Thank you for coming on here and wasting an hour of your day with us.
Of course. I'm glad to do it. I want to be a part, like I said earlier, I want to work with people that care about what they're doing, and you guys are doing a great job. So I'm happy and honored to be involved.
I appreciate it, sir.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Gotta say, the last two albums, amazing, by the way. Love everything about it. It's a disgusting, fucking fat, huge sound you guys got. I love the production, the drums, everything fits in the mix extremely well. And knowing that you did it yourself, super inspiring to me, because that's what I'm trying to get good at. I'm working on fucking mixing right now, and it's a pain in my ass. I've been doing it in Reaper for like 4 years.
I did that entire record on GarageBand.
Yeah.
I'm anti good gear. I don't know what I'm doing. It's all like me just being like, I only do what I think sounds good to me. So I'm glad that you like the production and the drum and like all the production and stuff, because that's just how I've always flowed. Like I spent so much time like worrying and not like I've spent so much time preparing and not doing, and then the pandemic happened. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Like I'm just gonna fucking sit here and just do it, and it worked.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I wish I could scream. I wish I could give you that scream you need, but
it's all good. I got it on the record.
Next record, I'll send it to you guys first, and then we'll do an episode.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
I'll send it to our PR guy, and I'll be like, I want to send it to these guys first, and then we'll do it that way.
Fuck yeah, dude! You're the man.
Yeah,
gnarly.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Appreciate it. Coming home.
Of course. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great night.
Oh man, you too. Later.
Take care.
It smells like